We've looked at it a whole bunch. It's something, that we've had. It's part of our operation every day, from how we motion, how we use our cadence, every single thing. So it's one of those things we've looked at, and we just got to keep working it, and we're in a great place right now.
How do you get that corrected?
Continually work it over and over and over again, like we do every day, whether it be a walkthrough, whether it's in practice. So we just keep on doing it, just like we've been doing since we first got here.
When it's going on during a game, is it tough to kind of get it right at that point in the flow of a game where you're trying to get these guys to focus?
Anytime guys go out there, you always want them to have great focus, and it's one of those things. There's a human element to everything, and those guys, they just put their arms around each other, and we get back to work, and gave ourselves a chance to win that game at the end. So,
on the goal line, why did you go with Brees instead of Braylon? I know you've had immense success with Brees, but Braylon's the power back. Just curious how you...
Yeah, I look at both those guys as power backs. I know Braylon's done a really nice job, and Brees, I think, was batting 1,000 at that point. He had scored a touchdown the week before, and so I thought that, again, it was a great opportunity for him.
I think we asked you this before, but how do you manage that during the course of a game? Is it just by flow, just like rhythm, manage the two running backs? Yeah,
it's really that. It's the flow. Brees is our guy. We all know how spectacular he is, and we want to get the ball in his hands, both in the pass game and in the run game. And sometimes it's not great, and sometimes it's great, and you always want to try to get guys in a rhythm.
What did you see in Brees' game last week that he was not able to get on track?
It's not one person. I think just as a group, as a whole, it starts with me. I need to make sure that we're putting him in good positions with everybody on the field. And then we just got to go out there and execute it. And now we get to get on to another game and get ourselves another opportunity in London.
What do you see from this Vikings defense?
They're crazy. It's every personnel grouping, every single front. People in different spots, pressure all over the place. They want to bring 5 every single play, and it's something that we're going to have great communication with everybody across the board.
What did you think of Olu's first performance as a starter?
I thought he did good. We're so happy to have him and watch him grow as a player, and especially playing in there at right tackle. I don't think it was too big for him, and I think he's going to get better every game.
With the, I know you touched upon a little bit there with the pre-snap penalties, but it was a little bit of an issue last year. Wasn't an issue to start this year. Why does it restart? Do you look at it as just an anomaly, a one-off, or what can cause something like that?
Yeah, I think it's sometimes an anomaly. I think that's a great point. In the end, guys are thinking about stuff, and we want to make sure they're out there being able to play fast, and we always want to use that cadence as a weapon. It's so powerful to help slow down the defensive ends. The pass rush allows the quarterback to see things, and it's something Aaron's been great at forever.
Robert talked about Malachi Corley and just how there are other receivers in front of him in the room. Just what does he has to do to get on the field?
We really love Malachi. He's done a great job. He's working really hard, and I think he's going to have his time, and it could be soon, it could be later, and I think we're lucky with that room that we have right now. I think we've all seen Mike Williams do some really good things. All those guys. Allen's been playing really good. G's been doing really good. Everybody across the board. So we're excited about that room and very happy to have Corley in there.
Did you have to, did you find you had to have a conversation with Garrett after his comments earlier this week?
No.
Have you adjusted at all the way that you have different guys in the room now than you did last year? Allen's playing a bit better than he was last year. Have you adjusted at all the way that you're using Garrett because of some of the other weapons at your disposal?
No, I don't think so. It's, we want to make Garrett the focal point of the offense. We want to be sure that we're targeting him and getting the ball, kind of setting things up for him. And I think it's been great to see those other guys, around him come up with big plays. If something's not open, we never want to force the ball. I think that's the key. This game is so much about turnovers. If you turn the ball over, you're going to have some issues on the field. You look at the Minnesota Vikings, they're number one in takeaways. Their turnover differential is really well, and that's why they've been successful. So for us, it's about trying to get the ball to the guy we want with the intention, and then if it's not there, having the quarterback can go around and get it to other guys, and those guys have capitalized on that.
You mentioned the other day that on the radio that his route tree has been different this year. What do you make of that?
It's been extensive. We put him a lot of different places, utilize a lot of motion, and asking him to do a lot of different things because we want to try to just be more creative with getting him all over the field.
Is it just simple? It just having more time with Aaron, just getting that chemistry down between the two.
Of course, yeah. I think the more they play together, the better they're going to be.
Your guys worked with quarterbacks for a while. Why do you think we've seen kind of a resurgence of guys in their second and third opportunities really starting to blossom. I think Geno Smith is probably the extreme example of that, but now we've seen it with Sam, we've seen it with Baker. Like, why do you think that's starting to happen a little bit?
Experience. I mean, that's a great question. A lot of guys are thrown in there early. The game is so dynamic. I mean, you just look at this Minnesota Viking team that we're playing. I mean, there's so many different things that they're doing. They're putting everybody on the line. You have a guy like Harrison that is absolutely incredible and is always baiting and bluffing and moving. And if you're a first time out there, you've never seen that before. And it just takes time for people to develop and let that be part of the norm. That's what you're looking for, is to have all the different looks, all the different schemes, all the different players, the speed of the game become normal. And that's why you look back at the olden days with quarterbacks, they had a couple years to sit. I mean, Aaron sat for, I think, 3 years, just a little time to be able to just get a feel for how the game is played at this level.
When do you feel like that's changed? Like, where you alluded to, it used to be where you get 2 or 3 years for a quarterback to develop, and now it seems like people want them to come out instantly and just produce.
I think people just want it now.
Do you feel like as an offensive coordinator, I'm sorry, I can't recall the last time you worked with like a really young guy like that, like a true rookie. Might have been Blake, maybe?
Blake was in his second year, I think.
Okay.
Yep.
So,
And it took him, I think we went to the championship game the third or fourth year, one of those years.
So when you, as an offensive coordinator, when you have a younger player, do you almost feel like you have to simplify the offense to help them, because they're playing right away, you got to help them be able to, so you can't throw kind of the kitchen sink at them. Do you feel as you have to simplify it to a point where it becomes a disadvantage for them, the defense can take advantage, if that makes sense?
I think that's a great question. There's a look at everything. You want to try to be as dynamic as you possibly can, but within that world of not trying to overconfuse anybody or the quarterback. So I think it's all situational.
How do you feel like Mike Williams is progressing in offense?
I think he's done a really good job. Just seeing him. I mean, a guy that didn't have a lot of training camp, and all of a sudden comes out there and had a couple snaps the first game, and slowly has increased his amount of reps and become somebody that Aaron can throw the ball up to and make some incredible catches. I mean, the one on the sideline was unbelievable. So I think just watching him get comfortable with the whole system, and Aaron, I give so much credit for him for the little time that we had with practice.
League's been going to London 17 years now. How is it just preparation-wise and just the evolution of the adjustments and getting acclimated over there?
Yeah, this will be my 6th time, I think, in London. First time where we're going now, but it's a challenge. I mean, anytime you have to cross the pond and go over there and play a game is always a challenge. But we're ready for it. We're excited for it, and got to get your sleep right and have enough time to get acclimated and get ready to go. So. But it's fun. I've always loved the environment there. I've always loved the fans there. I mean, it's absolutely electric, and really enjoyed myself.
How much has it changed from, say, the first time you went to the 6th time now? People have learned, teams have learned along the way in terms of how to prepare.
There's been a lot of different philosophies on when you go, how you go. Done it a bunch of different ways, and I think it's just everybody kind of goes with their preferences. And I think the way we're doing it is a great way to get those guys ready to go. But as coaches, we're pretty much on lockdown, just trying to get everything ready because we got to hop on a flight here in a couple hours and just try to get everything done by then.
I know we can't name names, but do you think this team could benefit from a veteran receiver who has familiarity with your quarterback and with your system?
Right now I'm looking forward to getting over to London. I mean, we hop on a flight in a couple hours. That's all I've been thinking about.
Is there anything about those London games that stand out to you? I know sometimes it's weird because you look out at this crowd and you see 32 different jerseys.
That is true. I think the weird thing is when you're, on the sideline talking and you hear cheering, sometimes you don't know if it's for your team, it's for the other team, or just a great play. So that's a little different because they just love it and they're so excited for any of those great plays that happen, because there isn't just one home and away, at least in some of the places I've been.
So you guys have been using Solomon in the goal line. How did that come about? Was that something he approached you? What went into that?
Yeah, no, we talked about it. We wanted to see if there was somebody on defense. It's always fun to get somebody on defense over there to help out, and we ended up settling on Solomon, and he did a great job for us, and it's something we love.
What is it about him?
He runs as hard as he possibly can to whatever his assignment is, and gets after it. It's fun.